Hey guys, and welcome to Airability, where I'll be talking about my recent trip to a Benchrest UK competition. Hi guys, and welcome to Airability, your regular dose of lead therapy. As you can see, I've got a new hat, and this week I'll be talking about how I got my new hat. Because every day that you get a new shooting hat, it's a great day, and there's usually a story behind it. As you know, during this COVID kerfuffle, I've been practicing in my home range for about 16 months now, and I can assure you, in this range, in my back garden, I am a legend. And I thought it was about time to test my skills in the real world. So I entered one of the UK Benchrest competitions, the first one of the year, at the Gleetham shooting range in Gloucestershire. What a great facility the Gleetham range is, and the staff were very friendly too. Look them up on the internet or pop in. And I went there last week, and I must admit, I was a little worried I was going to make a fool of myself. But I don't think I did. Well, not on the range anyway. So, UK Benchrest, the UK organiser of Benchrest tournaments, and they organise all the rankings and the teams that go abroad to Benchrest competitions and things and represent the country. And this was my first event, so I didn't really know what to expect. As I said, I'd been shooting in my garden, for about 16 months, and we all know that's not the real world. Check out the Benchrest UK website for competition information and membership. I'll just let you know how things happened over the weekend and how much I enjoyed myself. And to be honest, from the moment I arrived on the practice day, people were saying hello, people were offering assistance with my table and things like that. People couldn't be more welcoming, I'll be honest with you, and it was great. And on the Friday, was practice day, and it was the first time I'd actually shot on a real range in wind and trying to use wind flags to gauge how far you need to adjust your shot because of the wind. Now, wind flags, I did try to go on eBay before I went to this event and I tried to buy 30 years of experience of shooting in wind, but there was nobody selling any. So I had to learn on the job while I was at the tournament. So on the practice day, I just shot as many rounds as I could in the short practices that I had. I tried to shoot in all wind conditions that were available to me that day, and I just looked at how everything reacted and found what I thought would be a sweet spot for me for the day after. Every shot was a learning event, so I was learning on the job. So next day I arrived, and I'm so pleased that Tom Jacobs let me borrow his wind flags, and a couple of other shooters let me borrow their wind flag. So here's some photos and some videos of me shooting in the weekend. I'm sorry I didn't get more, but I'll honestly do a better video of the next one I go to, because I didn't really want to be distracted from the shooting because I didn't know what to expect. Here I am mid-set with Tangerine Dream, enjoying myself. As you can see, I'm using my own Benchrest tables, as the others are about 30 centimetres too high for me. So it was really good that the organisers let me use my own table. Throughout the day, we were also monitored by range officers for safety reasons. And here's an example of one of my targets that I shot on the day. And the final listings of the LV class, where I came midfield. Not bad for a first event. It was, we shot 3 sets in each event, and each set is 25 targets, and you shoot them over 20 minutes. So it's really a full morning of being half an hour on, half an hour off the range, including setup time. And it was quite a nice relaxed pace. What I will say is, what I never understood was that each lane has completely different wind conditions to the lanes next to them at times. So even looking at competitors' wind flags isn't 100%. You need your own set and you need to be studying them before you shoot. So I bought a UK Benchrest hat while I was there to commemorate the day. You can buy these hats and other Benchrest UK memorabilia on their website. So this weekend I learned 3 valuable lessons. The first one was I need to buy my own wind flags, and I need them quickly, and I need to learn how to use them because you can't buy experience. Number 2, I need to learn to shoot fast because when the wind conditions are optimum, and you can see that on your flags, you need to shoot as fast as you can to take advantage of that situation. I was spreading my shots evenly throughout the 20-minute set when I was practicing at home, and I've realised that's the wrong way, because I watched some of the guys and they sat there motionless for 5 minutes until the right winds came along, and then they just went at it, rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. So that's something I've got to learn to replicate. And number 3, I need to take one gun with me. And why that is both my rifles acted slightly differently in the wind, and as well as adjusting for wind, I don't need to be adjusting for the rifle. So that is the 3 valuable lessons. But the action of those things required are obviously 1, buy wind flags. Tom Jacobs, my friend, builds his own wind flags and he's kindly offered to do me a set. He's Mr. Wind Flag Tom Jacobs, photobombing me. Yep, he's a funny fella. Now, if you're interested in his wind flags, the best way to get hold of him would be join our Airability Facebook group and look him up on there. As you can see here, Tom's flags are the blue poles with the red tails and the blue and white balls at the front. I found them of great use all weekend, and obviously I've ordered myself a set. Number 2 is just plain practice. I'm going to start practicing shooting in sets of 5 quite rapidly so I can take advantage of wind conditions. And number 3, there was a problem with using the same rifle for both classes, because Tangerine Dream, she was a little overweight by about 2.5 pounds, and I had to get her under 10.5 pounds. So she's been on a weight loss journey this week, and we fitted her with a carbon fibre gastric band. And the things we've done is I've swapped my big Citron scope over onto my other rifle and swapped my lighter Citron scope onto Tangerine Dream. And then I've also removed a couple of bits of aluminium I didn't need. And also I have replaced the aluminium butt pad and the really heavy laminate cheek piece with carbon fibre ones that I made myself in the shed. And here are some photos. So there are 2 main classifications for air rifles in Benchrest, and that is light varmint and heavy varmint, and that is above and below 10.5 pounds in weight. So I wanted to shoot my Tangerine Dream rifle in both classes, but in the current format she only qualified for heavy varmint, as she was weighing about 13.5 pounds. So as I always say, if you can't buy it, Airability Matt will build it. So back to the shed with some carbon fibre sheet to try and make myself a lightweight cheek piece and butt pad for Tangerine Dream. As you can see here, I've made quite a minimalist butt plate and a cheek rest. It is obviously function above form, but it is surprisingly comfortable and gives you great alignment for your eye with the scope. So, as you can see, once the wind flags arrive and I do a bit of practice, and now Tangerine Dream's been on a diet, hopefully, I might do alright at the next event. I'm really looking forward to it, and the next event is the first weekend in August. So it's not that far away, and it's at the same range in Gloucester, the Gleben shooting range, which I'll be honest with you is a cracking range. So I think that's about it for me this week, and I hope you enjoyed a little look into what I've been doing. And so, right, you guys take care, and remember, always have a safe backstop. Here's a final look at most of the competitors from the weekend. What a canny bunch, and it was a real pleasure meeting everybody.